Hello, it's Queen Grace One, and today I have a story time for you. This is my first story time on this channel, so I'm really excited, and I hope you enjoy it. So it all happened a couple of years ago in the summertime. I had just finished my GCSEs, and I had a lot of free time to do whatever I wanted. So my mum gave me £20 to buy some jeans, which were £14, and I made my way to Croydon, and I got the jeans. They were really nice jeans, by the way. I had £7 change, and I was tempted to buy some food or get myself a little something else, but I thought better of it. I wanted to give my mum all of her change back. So I'm making my way to the bus stop, and as I'm walking, this man says to me, "You're very lucky," or "You're a very lucky person." I took this as a passing comment, so I said, "Thank you," and I continued making my way to the bus stop. But he stopped me and he said, "I can read your future for you if you want." I was intrigued and interested, so I said, "Yeah, let's do this." This is what he said: "I'm a very lucky person, but I'm going through a rough patch and my luck would show itself soon. There are two guys that like me, and one of them would end up really lucky. And there's a woman who didn't like me and wants me to fail, but that wouldn't happen." Now, I do believe there are people out there that have the ability to tell the future, but I don't think that everyone who claims they can actually possess those abilities. So I took what he said with a grain of salt. I said thank you, and I continued to make my way to the bus stop. Now, as I was turning to do so, he said, "That will be £40. That will be £40. Bear in mind, this wasn't agreed on beforehand. I didn't know this, he didn't say this, it hadn't been brought up, so I was very surprised. I didn't know where this had come from, and I was a bit confused. And I said, I didn't have that on me, and I didn't know that this was going to happen. It wasn't agreed from the start. And from there, man just went off. He's like, "Do you know who I am? In India, people pay thousands of pounds to hear what I have to say. People pay thousands and thousands and wait ages. I'm just asking you for £40. How could you not give it to me?" All sorts just going off. And then I was like, how do I know what you're saying is even true? How do I know you're legit? So he then gave me a piece of paper and a pen. Told me not to show him the paper, but to write the following three things. He said I should write a number. I wrote the number 7. He said I should write a flower. I wrote a tulip. And he said I should write a colour. And I wanted to be not very obvious, so I wrote lilac. And he said while I'm writing down, he's gonna write on a separate piece of paper his answers without seeing mine, and I wouldn't see his. And then he said that we should show each other our pieces of paper. And then when I saw his piece of paper, he had written the exact same things. He'd written 7 as a number, a tulip as a flower, and lilac as the colour. So that was his way of showing him he actually has powers. He can tell the future. I was very surprised, and I did kind of believe him at this point. However, I still did not have £40 to give him. I told him that. I said, "I don't have the £40 you're asking for, and that I'd like to just go." But he said, "I know that you have some money on you, and you should give me the little bit of money that you have." Now, I don't know if he used his powers to figure out that I had some money on me, or if it was just common sense, we're at a shopping venue, the odds are that I'd have some money on me. But it seems he was sure that I had money on me, and I did. So I had been kind of impressed with the whole paper game thing, and the fortune, it was fun, so I thought I'd give him £1. I took £1 out of my purse and I gave that to him, and I said, "That's all the money I have." But he said, "No, I can tell you still have some more. I know you still have more." And I was getting kind of nervous at this time, because I didn't want to give him any more money. I didn't want my mom to be upset that I spent her change. I didn't feel as though I had to. but I was unsure what to do, what would happen if I like walked away. So I called my mom right there in front of him. I picked up my phone, dialed my mom's number, called her, and I told her everything that had happened about the guy and how I'd given him £1. She said that like that was fine, but I shouldn't give him any more money, which is surprising because I thought that like she'd be annoyed about that or angry. She said that I should just like walk away from him and just like make my way home as I was, and if anything happens, like just call the police. So like I said goodbye to her, I hung up, and I said to him, I am not obliged to give you any more money and I'm going now. And I started walking away from him, like my mum had said. So he didn't follow me. I was able to just make my way home and continue my day, continue my holiday. After that, everything was good. It was a funny story and I learned a lot from it. It helped me to become less naive and to know that like I'm not obliged to give anyone anything if it hasn't been agreed beforehand. So I'm really glad it happened. The fortunes that he said, none of them really came true other than the luck one. I do feel as though like my luck has improved. Things are going really well for me compared to things that have happened before. Other than that, about the boys and the lady that dislikes me, I'm not sure. I don't really care. I'm just happy with myself and that I'm trying to be the best person I can every day. It was a great learning experience. I'm glad that I have this story to share with you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Bye. Have a good day.